welcome back to the channel. Today is the very last episode regarding the vampire build. Well, the aircraft is now complete, as you can clearly see from me holding it in my hand. The idea of this episode is the very last one, not just to mark the end of the series, also looking how good it looks. And pretty much it's not just a model, it was an actual aircraft. So the idea is we are going to go through the entire history of the vampire from what I've been able to get hold of, and because of the registration number of this aircraft, let's see, will it, yes, there it is we can actually find out what happened to this actual aircraft. And that was the hardest bit of all, actually, was to find out more about that specific aircraft rather than mm, the aircraft in general, because it's sometimes the aircraft has survived, sometimes it hasn't, sadly. But fortunately, this time we're lucky. We've been able to find out a lot of history on it. So let's get on with the history of the vampire entirely, and I hope you enjoy this little video, and I hope you have enjoyed this series, because if you do like it, please put a like on it, and in the comments section below any ideas for any other mini projects like this, because I really enjoyed this kit. I absolutely enjoyed it, and I think you did as well, but unless you tell me, I don't know. Right, let's go on with the history of the Havilland vampire. The Havilland Vampire was the second jet fighter to enter RAF service, coming after the Gloucester Meteor, featuring a twin-boom fuselage which was to become a common feature of de Havilland designs. The Vampire proved a capable early jet fighter. However, by the early 1950s, better fighters became available, and so the Vampire was developed for an alternative role. Starting as a private venture, the Vampire T11 trainer was developed from the NF-10 Night Fighter and first flew in 1950. Entering RAF service in 1952, the T11 was immediately recognized as being an excellent jet trainer, seating the student and the instructor side by side, enabling the student to be taught very effectively with the good handling characteristics of the Vampire, also aiding the learning process. The T11 first flew with the RAF until 1967, being gradually replaced by more maneuverable Havilland Gannets, which was also more representative of a new frontline combat type. The Vampire had proved to be a great training aircraft, easier to fly than the Meteor T7 and other early jets. It provided students with a safe and sturdy learning platform. The T11 also found widespread service across the world, with users as far away as the Royal New Zealand Air Force using the aircraft for along the countless others. Today, a de Havilland Vampire T11 still flies in the skies over Great Britain, flown by the Vampire Preservation Group. Regarding our aircraft, it was built on the 20th of the 2nd, 1956, and then put into storage as of the 7th of the 3rd, 1956 at MU Harlington. Then sold on to the Royal New Zealand Air Force on the 12th of the 4th, 1956, registered as NZ5710. sailed from Liverpool on the 30th of the 4th, 1956 aboard SS Suffolk. It arrived in, sadly doesn't say the date of arrival, but its fate is, it is currently from 1973, was stored in the Royal New Zealand Air Force Museum. So it's nice to see that our aircraft is still around. And here are some photos of our actual aircraft that is in preservation at the moment. It is such an honor to be able to actually see these photos. It took some time to find them, but it was well worth it. It was a magnificent build. I really loved to be able to find out the history of this aircraft. It was not easy, I will be honest, but it was well worth it. If you have enjoyed today's video, please put a like and a comment on it, because I have really put a lot of concentration into this series. A lot of research has gone into the background of behind it, so it'd be appreciated if you could please put a like on it and whatnot. But if this is your first video of the channel, well, one, you're going to have to watch from the first episode, because you don't want to be missing out on the fun regarding the build. And pretty much, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this series. Hopefully, if you have enjoyed this series enough, there will be another series similar to it. Regarding that, I also have a Facebook page which you can follow me for possible new projects and what's going on regarding the channel in question. And so thank you very much, and if you have subscribed and you're thinking about subscribing, please subscribe, as you don't want to miss out on the fun. So until next time, and from Project Vampire, Lone Ranger signing off.